Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Boy, do we have a story time for you guys. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're not new, you already know what to do. New. What do you want to do? I want you guys to like the video. You already know the drill. If you've been watching me and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And what do I always say? The people who are subscribed, double check and make sure, because YouTube sometimes unsubscribe y'all. So as you guys can see from the title of this video, we have a story time. And this is one of my engineering story time, because you guys, y'all be eating it up, okay? So we're gonna get straight into it. So boom. Now I'm going to have to look for the videos and put the videos in the description box for the people who haven't watched these videos. If I forget, just remind me. I'll put it in the comment section. But basically, I don't know if you guys remember these group of girls. We used to get into it in the engineering building. I think like 1 or 2 story times on them, and they were upperclassmen, hated us. And I'm just gonna give you guys, that's basically it. Like, I don't want to get too much into it. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the videos in the description box down below, so you'll watch that first and then you'll come back and you'll watch this, or you can just watch this. It don't matter. It's 2 separate story times. But long story short, there were a group of girls that we did not get along with in the engineering building. You guys always ask me, like, how did it end? Like, what happened? This and that. So let me tell y'all. So basically, I know the main girl of the whole group that we had beef with was Crackhead. I remember I named her Crackhead in my story because that's what we called her, like, at school. We used to be like, Crackhead has lost it, because she just gave crackhead vibes. She was one of those, you know, those like mixed girls that look like they do drugs. Like, that's how she looked. That was the best way to describe her. You know, Crackhead and the crew. We just gonna call the rest of the girls the crew. I think it was like Crackhead and like 2 of the other main girls in the group. There were some girls who would tag along, but it was mainly just Crackhead and the 2 other girls in the group that used to get into it with us in the engineering building. If you guys don't remember, they used to get mad at us because me and my friends, we used to be loud in the engineering building. But remember, in the story time, I told you guys there were days where they would be loud. And it was a couple of people that was commenting on my videos talking about some, I mean, I don't blame them. Like, if I'm studying, I don't want to. And I just feel like people watch things to argue and not too much to listen. Because if I tell you that there's somebody in the engineering building that is loud, why are you over here telling me I don't blame them because I wouldn't want to? Okay, so then if that's how you feel, then you should feel like you wouldn't want them to be loud too. I didn't get it, because y'all can be loud but we can't. No, like, I didn't like that. So I just didn't care, because when they had their moment when they were loud, we never bothered them. We never cared. So it's like, why do y'all care when we're loud? Like, leave us alone. If that's the case, then nobody should be loud at all in the engineering building. It should be as silent like the library. Let's fast forward, right? But we're still going back and forth with them. As you guys know, in the last story time, I talked about how they got angry because we sung happy birthday to Laura in the engineering building at night. All this stuff was occurring at night. It's not like we were in the engineering building during school hours being loud. All this stuff was occurring at night, and everybody in the engineering building had a moment in that room at night where they were loud. It was not just us. So I just never got why people would pick and choose, because I have other story times that I'm going to tell y'all about later on in the engineering series, where certain people would get mad at us for being loud, but like literally hours before they were loud. It was just weird energy going on in the engineering building at times, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it was the same thing. As the time went on, we would be loud, they would feel some type of way. Now, Laura's birthday is in December, and if you guys know, December is like finals. After that whole situation happened with Laura, we went to winter break, so we didn't see them for like a month. We come back to school, and I remember, like, I literally seen Crackhead like the first day back to school, and she mugged me, and I just mugged her back, because I'm like, girl, what are you looking at? Like, you're mad weird. What are you looking at? Mind you, she was by herself. Like, she was by herself. I was by myself too. I was walking to class, and like, I literally could hear her say, you know when you pass up somebody and they like trying to be funny, like, hey, speak up. Like, I don't speak in lowercase. Like, speak up. If you have an issue, speak up. So she started like going So y'all started doing it back, but even more. I was like, I can do it too. I have a throat just like you. So she was like, like, and I was like, back. And I was just looking at her like, what? Like, what you trying to do? So she laughed and she walked off. So as the semester went on, they started again. Microaggressions. Coming up to us and telling us that we were too loud. It got to the point where, y'all, we just started ignoring them. We like just literally started ignoring them and stuff like that. It were like, okay, so they were friends with some of our guy friends, and they would like be like, oh, tell y'all friends that they, I don't remember what they used to tell our guy friends, but they basically used to like try to relay messages through our guy friends to try to warn us. And I'm like, baby, you not warning me of nothing. Like, I am not scared of you. You're not warning me about nothing. And I'm gonna continue to talk in this engineering building. And y'all, as I keep stating, they had their moments where they were loud, and we did not bother them. We did not care, okay? Because we knew that we were loud. So we would never come up to them and be like, oh, can y'all be quiet? Like, if it was really, really critical, go to another room. The engineering building upstairs has so many rooms that were open at night. You can be in so many different rooms if you don't want to be in the main room where everybody talks. Y'all don't like us, so y'all are picking at everything we do. Because there were days when we weren't even that loud, and they would still like make faces and stuff at us. Because there were days where we had to study, and like I would still be looking up, and they'll like be so, they were like obsessed with us. All jokes aside, y'all, like they were mad obsessed with us. Like they'll be talking about us, they'll be looking in our area. Mind you, we're not even loud this day. Like we literally chilling. I look up and all I see is them doing this. Y'all are so obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? The school year went on. I usually in the past will only go to the engineering building at night, but I started having a lot of assignments that semester. So I started going to the engineering building sometimes in between classes. Say I had a class that was in an engineering building, but like in another building. Right after that class, I would come to the main engineering building upstairs where everybody studies. And I would like do some work. So I started doing that on my own. So one day I'm in the engineering building and I'm just doing my own thing. And I see Crackhead and the two other girls walk in the room. It was Crackhead. It was the two other girls. It was this one African boy, and it was this like Hispanic boy. It's like they were doing a group project, you could tell, because they all walked into the room together and they sat at a table and they were discussing the project. Like I could see it from what I seen. And I kind of wondered like, oh, I'm surprised they didn't mean mug me, because every time those girls saw us, they would always mean mug us. But when they saw me, they did not mean mug me. Like they literally like saw me and then they cut their eyes quickly and then they went to talking amongst each other. So as I'm doing my work, I start hearing like, not loudness, but like, you know how you're not paying attention, but you can hear people arguing. Like I start hearing like, no, that's not what you said. Da, da, da. Like I start hearing that. So I look up, mind you, when I looked up, everybody in the area looked up too. Like I was like, all right, cool. Like I know I'm not tripping. Like I'm hearing somebody argue, like what's going on? So I look in the direction of Crackhead and them, and I see them going back and forth with the African boy. We just gonna call him African boy. I don't feel like giving him a name. I see them going back and forth with one of the boys in their group, and they're like on ass, like belt to ass. They're like, nah, that's not what you said. That's not what you said. Like da da da. And the African boy is like, that's not what I meant. Da da da. Like he's trying to like basically like reason with them, and they're not reasoning with him, and I don't know what they're arguing about. Then you see the Hispanic boy like, come on y'all, like I'm tired of this. Like, do we have to keep on doing this? So when he said that, it just lets me know like I guess they argue with this boy all the time. For him to say, do we have to keep on doing this, you know? They're literally ignoring the Hispanic boy, y'all. Like they're not paying the Hispanic boy no mind. He keeps trying to get them to stop. They're literally like ignoring him. It's like they did not care what he had to say. So they're arguing. You could tell that the African boy is like conflicted, if you get what I mean. Like you could tell he trying to argue with them, but he really not. Like it's like he trying to give it to them, but he not. Like it was some moments where he was like, that's not da, da, da. Then he was like, I don't want to argue with y'all, like let's do this project. And like all you hear is Crackhead saying, nah, I want to argue, I want to argue, like that, like a crackhead. And then the two other girls like and I'm just looking like y'all loud. The same stuff that y'all be getting mad at us for is what y'all are doing. Mind y'all are doing it during school hours. Y'all are not even doing this stuff at night. Y'all are doing this during school hours. The whole room was staring at them. And mind you, like, you could tell that the African boy didn't like the spotlight, because at some point in time he was arguing with them, then he started looking at the room and looking at us in embarrassment. And so he kept telling them, like, let's tone it, like, we could talk about this later. You could tell they were arguing about the project. I don't know about what, but you could tell they were arguing about the project. And so he's like, let's talk about this later, you know, I don't want to. And they're like trying to ramp it up, but eventually, like, everybody goes silent. So I'm just like, but if it was us doing that, y'all would have an issue. Like I said, y'all pick and choose. So everybody went back to doing their work. You could tell that he was still trying to do the work with them, but they were being rude to him. Like, they would say like little slick remarks to him, and he'll just be like shaking his head. So later on that day, when I see the rest of my friends, I ended up telling my friends, y'all know I'm messy. So I was like, yeah, like, you know, y'all would tell y'all friends. That's not even messy. Y'all would tell y'all friends, because how you want us to keep quiet, but y'all disrupted a whole room. Like, so I was like, yeah, like, they stay talking about us, but they was being so disruptive. And if it was them, da da da, like, I'm just talking. And so my friends are like, yeah, like, they're weird. Like, those girls are mad weird. Like, they're troublesome, you know? So, that happened, right? So, okay, like, time had passed, y'all. It's still little childish stuff going on. The same old. Them being, you know, petty, us being petty too, back, right? Like, still the same little childish stuff at night. One day, I think I had another project due, or I had an assignment to do in between classes. So I did the same thing that I told you guys that I had did last time. But I had ended up, whatchamacallit, what am I trying to say? It was like, I'm not gonna say school was coming to an end, because school wasn't coming to an end. Fuck, why do I keep saying this word? Oh my gosh, I don't even know why YouTube cares about that word. But the yeah had hit, right? The yeah, this was like right before the yeah hit. The yeah this was right before the yeah hit. So people are doing projects. So I guess the same project that they had at the beginning of the school year low-key looked like it was the same project that they were still having, because it was the same group. So I go to the engineering room to do whatever work I have to do, and then they come in again, and I can see that they're arguing. And this time they're louder. Like, when I say they are way louder than they were with him before, like, they are louder. And so they're cursing him out, y'all. They're like making like remarks towards him being African, because this boy was like a true African. Like, he was born out there. Like, he wasn't born in America. You could tell his accent was strong, and he looked like an African, you know. They were making fun of his African features, his accent. The boy was trying to like tell them something, and they were like, like childish. And I was just like, ugh, like I was just like, ugh, like, this is childish. The boy, he gets mad, y'all. So the boy, he starts going off on them, and like, he's saying stuff to them in his language, and he's insulting them. And I don't know what that boy was. I don't know what he was, but he was basically speaking pidgin, and you guys know I understand a little bit of pidgin, small. So he's insulting them in pidgin with a little mixture of Yoruba. Like, he's insulting them in our language. I can hear a little bit. So I'm giggling, and like, all I hear is, and I don't know why she think it's funny. Because, baby, I got a brain and I can think. Like, what? Like, what are we talking about here? Bitch, it's hilarious, because y'all sitting up here and disrupted the whole entire room. But if it was one of us who did this, y'all would have an issue. Like, y'all are weird. Then y'all are over here making fun of somebody because they're African. Like, y'all are weirdos. I'm sorry, y'all are weird. So I started laughing harder. I was like, like, I started laughing harder. So everybody in the room is really looking at them. Like, nobody's looking at me. Everyone's looking at them like, what's wrong with y'all? So the boy, he goes off, y'all. Like, when I say he goes off, y'all, he goes off. Like, he's yelling back. He's screaming, y'all. I'm surprised that none of the teachers came out of their classrooms and went to that room, because y'all, like I said, this is during school hours. This is not at night or nothing like that. This is literally like during the day. And so the boy, he is screaming at them. Like, he's screaming and they're screaming back and they're like threatening him. They're like, do something, do something. It got to the point where they forgot that I was laughing, because right when they were trying to argue with me, like, one of the girls was like, I don't know what's funny. Like, she kept saying it over and over again and I'm laughing louder. The boy just bursted out going off on them so they kind of forgot about me and started attacking him. The girl gets up, she stands over him and she's like, do something then, do something. Like, she's just going off on him and he's like, he's like basically telling them like he's been patient with them this whole school year. The girls are weirdos and stuff like that, making fun of him. He said that they're just like he was just going off on them. Y'all taking my patience for like weakness, like a nigga not weak. Y'all need to stay the fuck away from me. Like, he going off, y'all. And the Hispanic boy is trying to like simmer it down. Like, this Hispanic boy is talking to both of them and he's like, bro, everybody's looking at us. Like, can y'all stop? Like, he getting mad, y'all. Like, can y'all stop? Like, everyone is looking at us. He was right. Everybody was looking, bitch. I was even looking too. Like, I went from laughing to just staring because that shit escalated like out of nowhere, y'all. So the Hispanic boy is like, bro, can we just do this project and y'all don't ever have to talk to each other again? Like, I'm tired of this. Like, the Hispanic boy gets mad too. They end up leaving, all three of them. And it's like, one thing I noticed about them is like they was very follow. And if an African calls you follow, like, it's basically saying like your followers. Like, so if you ever hear an African say follow, like, it's basically saying like you're a follower, bro. And they were very follow. Like one left, they all left. One talk, they all talk. One move, they all move. One laugh, they all laugh. Like, they were very like in sync with each other. Because literally when the girl who was standing above the African boy, crackhead, when she yelled at him, she stormed out. And then the two that were sitting in the chair storm out with her. I'm just like, y'all are, oh my God, bro. Like, and again, if we did any of this, it would be a problem. African boy is embarrassed, y'all. Like, he's embarrassed because they didn't left the area and it's literally just him and the Hispanic boy. The Hispanic boy looks embarrassed too. You could tell that the African boy wanted to cry. Like, you could literally see it on his face. You could tell like he wanted to cry. And I had to talk to him because I had to let him know like it's not his fault. Because, and I know somebody about to be like, oh, well, you don't know what happened. I don't need to know what happened to know who's right or wrong when somebody's being xenophobic. Like, I don't have to know what happened. Like, when a diaspora war is occurring in front of my face, like, I don't have to know what happened and somebody is being like blatantly ignorant. Like, so I was talking to him and you could just tell like he was sad. And I was like, are you okay? Like, I just asked him, I'm like, are you okay? And he just started going off and he was like, I'm tired of them. He was like, I've been dealing with this the whole semester. I have tried to get the teachers to put me in a different group. Our engineering professors would never put you in a different group. Going to an engineering professor and telling the engineering professor that you had an issue with a student was very laughable back then. They literally would just look at you and be like, so what are you going to do in the work field? Be not finna have an issue with nobody in the work field. And then on top of that, I'm getting paid. I'm gonna suck it up, but bitch, I'm not getting paid to do this. Like, I'm paying y'all. Y'all niggas need to make way for me. Y'all need to make me comfortable. If I say that I got an issue with another student and it's getting to the point where it's interfering with our workload, why are you asking me, so what are you going to do in the work field? Nigga, the work field going to be paying me. Y'all not paying me. You see? So that's basically what he was telling me. Like, he was telling me that he's told the teacher several times that he do not get along with them and the teacher has ignored him on several occasions and basically told him, suck it up. Like, this is your group. If you don't get along with him, you got the Hispanic boy. Like, that's basically what the teacher told him. So he was telling me that like they're ignorant. And mind you, while he's talking, I'm like, oh, I know. Like, I know. And he said they're ignorant. He said they're very disruptive. He said they don't do no work. He said all they do is talk, laugh, play, and giggle with each other. They don't know what's going on, but they put all the workload on him. And he basically was saying that their project was a lot. Mind y'all, like I said, all those girls were mechanical engineers. And when I tell you, mechanical at my university, they work them like a dog. Like, when I say they work them like a dog, y'all, like, them people, yeah, if you tell me that you went to Parire View A&M University and you got a degree in mechanical engineering, bitch, I'm gonna stand up and applaud you, all jokes aside. Like, my brother, he doing mechanical right now, and he hasn't even really got to the core classes, and I'm just praying for him because they work them like a dog. Like, man, they work them. Even sometimes when my brother tells me that he's tired or something, or when my brother is moody about school, or when he's like, you know, I'll be like, I get it. Because, yeah. So they were not doing their work. So that boy basically was doing their parts plus his, and he just exploded on them. And not only were they not doing their work, they were being ignorant towards him. But ends up telling me that they have made fun of him on several occasions about him being African. There's been so many fights between them, and the teacher just acts as if like nothing is going on. He's talking, the Hispanic boy is like co-signing him. Like, the Hispanic boy is like basically agreeing with what he's saying. And so I told him, I said, look, you don't have to tell me anything. I don't have classes with those girls, but I know those girls are disruptive. We have gotten into it with them on several occasions. Said they get mad because my group is loud, but they are literally loud all the time. And the boy was like, yes, like he said, all the time, like they're destructive, like they're loud all the time. He said the fact that they have an issue with y'all being loud is crazy. So I told him basically, like, you don't have to tell me anything. I'm already knowing what you're telling me is true. You just gonna have to suck, because it was coming towards the ending of their project. And I told him, I said, you just gonna have to stop arguing with them completely and do the project and keep it pushing, because those girls are ignorant. I was like, yeah, you're right. This is and that. Da da da. Like, he's just talking to me. And he's like, sorry, y'all. He's just talking to me. And he's like, you're right, you're right. I stopped talking to them. And I get back to doing my work. They come in. Like, they all three come in. Ugly asses. They not cute. They come in, squeezing their face. They look like the Gross Sisters. And except I think the Girl Sisters were big. They weren't big. It was only one girl. Were the Girl Sisters big? Yeah, they actually did look like the Girl Sisters. Yeah, as a matter of fact, they really did look like the Girl Sisters, because one of the girls in the group was big. The other one of the girls in the group, oh my god, they literally looked like the Girl Sisters, because one of the girls in the group was big. Crackhead, she was tall. I'm gonna put a picture here so y'all can get a visualization. And then the last girl that we didn't like was short. So yes, they did look like the Girl Sisters. So the Girl Sisters come strolling in, just looking. I'm looking at them because I'm looking to see, like, I hope y'all don't think y'all finna start with me, because just because my friends are not here don't mean I can't hold my own. Like, y'all better watch what y'all say towards me, because what y'all say towards me might end up in a big fight. So don't even look this way. So when they come in, like, I'm looking at them because they were arguing with me. So they didn't even look my way. They literally went to their table and they, like, did finish the work. And you could tell, like, the African boy, he shut down completely. And so, like, they're asking him questions, he's not answering. And the Hispanic boy was telling them, like, if y'all got any questions for him, just ask me. He don't want to talk to y'all. And they were like, you could tell they were trying to pick at him. Like, just do little childish stuff. Like, oh, now he don't want to talk. He been arguing with us all night. Now he don't, like, just antagonizing the boy. Like, you can literally see that the boy is trying his best not to say nothing. If the boy don't want to talk no more, the boy don't have to talk. Y'all just made fun of the fact that the boy is African. Y'all have made fun of the boy, how he looks. Y'all have made fun of the fact that the boy has an accent. What makes you think that the boy wants to talk so y'all can continue to laugh at his accent? Leave the boy alone. Like, I was just like, you see, and in that moment, basically, long story short, in that moment, it just showed me we were never the problem. It was literally always them. They were always the problem. And it also kind of showed me that maybe they don't like Africans. Like, maybe they don't like Africans. But then I thought of it. I'm like, that's not true, because one of the guys that they were cool with, that we were friends with, he was African. So, but like, he's one, I don't know, he's just one of those guys that get along with everybody. You ever have that friend that, like, knows everyone and gets a, not even like they friends with everyone, but like they get along with everybody. Like, they have that spirit that they could get along with everybody. That was our guy friend. He could, if I put him in a room with my mother, my mom would tell me at the end of it, I like him. Like, he has that type of spirit where, like, everybody everybody's cool with him. He's a cool person. So maybe that's why they didn't care. But like, it also made me, because they knew we were African. They knew we were all African. It made me think like, did they do that because we were African or what? Like, I don't know. But a lot of you guys keep asking, how did the situation end? How did the beef end? The happen. You guys know the C word. The C happened. And by the time they allowed us to go back to school, the girls have already graduated. The girls were gone. I think they were seniors at that time. So yeah, by the time we were allowed to go back to school, the girls had graduated. The last little memory that I got of the girls was them arguing with that African boy. And I felt so bad for him, y'all. Like, I felt so bad for him. And like I said before, long story short, it just confirmed to me that we were never the problem. It was literally always them. Because how come somebody who don't know us from Adam and Eve are saying the same shit about you that we said about you? Like, you guys are destructive as hell. You guys are weirdos. Like, you guys do things that if it was done to you, you would have an issue with. Like, all of the above. You guys are weird. So yeah, y'all, that's the story time. Engineering story times. I hope you guys liked the video. Expect more like commentary this week. I'm going to be giving you guys a lot more commentary this week than story times, because I feel like I done already dished out a lot of story times to you guys this month. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.